This is part of a video series about Generation Gender, a program that aims to address gender-based violence in South Africa through meaningful and inclusive youth participation. Videos in this series look at Generation Gender's aims, impact, highlights, challenges, and future legacy.
When we designed this 5 years ago, we looked at what are the programs that we need that will bring young people into, political participatory environment. We were all concerned that the level of engagement for young people was very minimal. And so Generation Gender has tried to create spaces where young people can be active citizens that participate on matters that are important in their lives, because that's where our future leaders are going to come from.
Generation Gender is a global program that's present in 7 countries globally. So for South Africa, we're working with Activate Change, and Activate leads on our first outcome area, which is on public engagements. Sonke, on the other hand, leads on the second objective, which looks at developing policy and advocacy. We also partner with Action Aid, which contributes to our third long-term objective on movement building for a gender-just South Africa.
Part of what we do as an organization is to work with young people from different communities across the country, strengthening their activism, and also beyond that, giving them a connection and an identity as young South African who are challenging the status quo and doing something about it.
Long-term objective 1 of the Generation G program speaks to public mobilization towards the promotion of gender justice and the prevention of gender-based violence. How the role looks like is to, one, identify young people that are doing work around gender justice. We then onboard them onto a capacity building process where a part of that is empowering Generation G champions with knowledge and skills in order for them to respond meaningfully to the challenge of gender-based violence across their different communities. So their work is to go into communities to sort of educate and mobilize communities around issues of gender justice.
So I'm the lead implementer on what we call the long-term outcome 2. And the long-term outcome 2 is decision makers adopt, adapt, implement policies and laws that are gender inclusive and transformative and have a youth inclusivity in them. For youth to be able to hold decision makers accountable, they first need to know the policies and laws that exist. They need to know their rights. They need to know what is out there so that they can have the power within their hands to hold the duty bearers accountable. So we came in and we trained them on access to justice in various ways, taught them what it means to get involved in the public participation process at local government, taught them about their constitutional right to the public participation process. Because a lot of the youth are struggling with anger and they have resentment towards people in authority because they feel like they just don't care. So what they do know how to deal with is, we're going to burn the tire, we're going to do this. But now we are saying, how about if we teach you what rights you have and we use that instead? So we came in to actually put the power in their hands.
So So we work on long-term objective 3, which is specifically focusing on civil society as a whole, building capacity and uniting and collaborating with civil society to combat gender-based violence in South Africa. The intention is to work with civil society as a whole. So faith-based leaders and traditional leaders would be considered as civil society, so we work with them across the board. If we work in silos, then it limits the impact. It ensures that you're working within one locality. So when we have networks, we can cross-land skills sharing. We have a bigger voice, we can bring more people into the room, and we can engage more people across the board because different CSOs are sitting in different spaces.
It's important to partner with other organizations within Generation Gender because we value the different skill set and the expertise and the experience that the different programs bring to the table. So collectively together, we're able to actually attain the objective of a gender-just, violence-free South Africa.